Hey everyone, Darren here, aka Irish Latino Reacts, Irish on the bottom, Latin American on top, and today we are watching the movie Serenity. So in that intro, I wanted to say we're watching the Firefly movie, Serenity, but no, I mean, if you look up the movie, it just has Serenity on the title, unless Firefly was in like really tiny text and I missed it. But I guess that's why some people can find the movie without knowing that it was based on a series or have the same characters, same cast as the series, which is really, really interesting. Before I start talking about the movie, though, I did want to give a little recap on episode 14 because for all the other episodes, I'm able to talk about the previous one in the intro to the next video if I missed anything or whatnot. So I want to give episode 14 its due here. Yeah, so a Patreon supporter, just looking at notes to my left, a Patreon supporter claims that River never got out of her bed in those intro shots of her walking around the ship, walking in on Simon and Kaylee, walking through the kitchen with Book and Jane, walking on the scaffolding or whatever you want to call it with Nara and Mal, seeing Zoe and Wash be intimate. I don't know if I have an opinion on that. It almost seemed like Simon and Kaylee noticed her even before Simon delivered the imaginary line, but she definitely got out of her bed to grab Jane's gun, to steal his gun and grab it. So yeah, you guys let me know if you have an opinion one way or the other, whether she was just imagining most of that. Now, as far as what she imagined dialogue-wise, of course, Simon's was easily the most damaging to her psyche, the one that made her feel the worst. Jane's was something that just made her uncomfortable and unwanted and unwelcomed, excuse me. The Book's was a little strange. Like, it seemed like, what did he say? I don't give a half a hump if you're innocent or not. It almost seemed like he was just continuing maybe Jane's thought. So I found that a little strange. Zoe and Wash, I still attest that she just imagined them not saying anything, just being intimate, because not only does she feel, I argue, not only does she feel lonely from a mental health standpoint of what she's suffering through, but of a romantic standpoint as well. Maybe seeing Simon getting a little close to Kaylee. And once again, I mentioned before, I don't think she's jealous of that relationship. I think she's a good sister in that way, but doesn't mean it can't make her feel lonely. Now, what Anara and Mal said is really strange. I'm a big girl, just tell me, Anara says, and then Mal says, none of it means a damn thing. I don't really get that. I guess it's just hitting me now that none of it means a damn thing could be attesting to everything she's imagining dialogue-wise. I don't know. You guys let me know. I'm not sure how just tell me I'm a big girl relates to River. Maybe this was something that was planted that was supposed to be expunged upon in future episodes, which is really, really tragic. Now, on to the movie. I'm very, very excited about this, obviously. I'm going in pretty much blind, which is how I like it. Thank my Patreon supporters and all my YouTube supporters, commenters, for not spoiling anything. I don't know if the plot is going to have anything to do with any plot from the previous 14 episodes, if they're going to continue any narrative threads, through lines, whatnot. Though I am predicting that the plot of the movie will be able to stand on its own. As I said, people have discovered this movie without knowing anything about Firefly or heard of Firefly, and so how can that happen if the movie can't stand on its own plot-wise? I'd still love to see some things, some even Easter egg-y, come from the 14 episodes. The only real thing that someone mentioned to me is that the budget for this is much larger, like magnitudes larger than any individual episode. So it's going to look better in that regard. I say better. It's definitely going to look different. I'm curious if it's going to look objectively better, but yet different. And thus, for me, I might might take a little bit to get used to, and maybe at the beginning I might be like, ooh, I don't know if I like this. I'm really curious to see my opinion on that. I'm glad I know that the budget is a big difference. But yeah, I'm so excited to get into this. I'd like to thank all of my Patreon supporters for always supporting me. If you'd like to join them, there's a link down in the description below where you can gain access to full-length reactions early. There's also a dirt cheap $1 a month tier, which is just there for the sake of supporting me. But if you comment on any of my edited videos in that tier, you are guaranteed engagement from me. If you're watching this on YouTube and you're not yet subscribed, please really consider doing so. It helps out the channel so much, but it's so much more true for such a small channel as mine. Now, leave a like, leave a comment down below as well, letting me know what you thought not only of this movie, but of my reaction to it. So without further ado, let's get into the sci-fi movie, Serenity. Explosions. On Earth! This is Earth, look at that!
Was could no longer sustain our numbers. We were so many.
Wow, we're going even further back in
found a new
exposition.
solar system. Ruled by an interplanetary parliament, the Alliance was a beacon of civilization. The savage outer planets were not so enlightened and refused Alliance control.
Okay.
The war was devastating.
Why were the independents even fighting us? Why wouldn't they look to be more civilized?
Reavers aren't real. Full well they are. I heard they attacked settlers from space and
This
killed
is
them and wear their
awesome
skins and rape them
already.
hours.
And I know that
It's
actress.
true that there are dangers on the outer planets. Why would they fight so hard against us?
We meddle.
River?
I knew that was where I was about to sit.
We tell them what to do, what to think.
We're not telling people what to think. We're just trying to show them how.
She's dreaming.
Whoa.
Off the charts. Scary monsters.
Whoa.
Amp it up, Delcia may drop.
This
We
is
monitor and direct their subconscious.
this is what was done to her.
Suggestions. River Tam is our star pupil.
I've heard that.
I was
Tell me
about to,
Well,
like, that's
obviously,
Simon.
it's unstable. The neural stripping
What?
does tend to fragment their own reality matrix. Manifests as borderline
What use do
schizophrenia.
we have for a psychic if she's insane?
She's not just a psychic. Given the right trigger, this girl is a living weapon. She has
Psychic,
lucid
got it.
periods. We're hoping to improve upon the
Am I making you nervous?
Okay.
key members
Okay.
of Parliament have personally
He's gotta
observed
be-
the subject. I was told that the Alliance's support for the project was unanimous.
He's gotta be
Demonstration of her
infiltrating-
powers-
How is she physically?
Infiltrating them, Simon.
She's a creature of extraordinary grace.
Oh my god, poor baby. All right. Okay, Simon. That was
Please.
wow, this is amazing already. All right. Now we get the backstory to wow, okay. We get the backstory to see how Simon sprung River loose.
Find out.
She's smart. That's nuts. That's nuts. The glow kind of reminded me a little bit of The Grudge, though. Yeah. And yeah, the movie does look a lot sharper. You can tell. So, this is a friendly ship. Part of Simon's plan, I imagine.
Stop. Backtrack. Stop.
What? What? Hey, it's Morpheus. What is going on?
Excuse me. No one is allowed in the records room without my express permission.
Forgive me, but I prefer to see the event alone.
Apologies. An operative of the Parliament will, of course, have full cooperation.
Like this facility, I don't exist. Let's talk about the Thames. River was your greatest success. A prodigy. A phenomenon. Until her brother walked in here and took her from you.
It's not quite so simple.
I'm well aware of that.
There was no way that I could...
No, of course. The boy spent his entire fortune developing the contacts to infiltrate this place.
Gave up a brilliant future in medicine as well.
Yep.
It's madness.
Madness. It's love. Something a good deal more dangerous.
Why are you here?
because the situation is even less simple than you think.
Key members of Parliament personally observed this subject. I was told the Alliance's support.
Key members of Parliament. The minds behind every military, diplomatic, and covert operation in the galaxy. And you put them in a room with a psychic.
Oh.
There was some classified information that she never spoke of it. I don't know what it is.
Nor do I. And judging by her deteriorating mental state, I'd say we're both better off. Secrets are not my concern. Keeping them is.
Okay.
I would put that down right now.
What is with this guy? Okay. All right. So I realized my mistake right away after I said it, but I didn't want to talk over the scene. That is not Morpheus. I know that actor. That was a bad flub on me.
Young miss, I'll need all the logs on behavioral modification triggers. This is a good death.
This guy's nuts.
There's no shame in this.
This is the guy from like 12 Years a Slave, and he's on The Martian, and yeah.
Where are you hiding?
I'm not surprised it's going to be a River, Tam-centric plot. I get it, and I have more to say about that. Oh, here we go. Logo. But I will save it. I guess all I really wanted to say is that I've realized that stuff with River are my favorite things after I did my ranking, which isn't out yet. But you will see that. It's a little hint. I heard there was a new soundtrack too. That's another thing that someone told me. All right. Serenity!
I thought Katie just checked the entry codes.
Yeah, well, if she doesn't give us some extra flow from the engine room to offset the burn through, this landing is going to get pretty interesting.
Define interesting.
Oh God, we're all going to die?
This is the captain. We have a little problem with our entry sequence, so we may experience some slight turbulence and then explode. Can you save the vector?
I'm doing it. It's not enough.
I'll just get us on the ground.
That part will happen pretty definitely. We're going to explode?
They're robbing something, okay. So that's cool how the set connected there. I don't know if that was ever true in the series. Like this is one whole continuous set.
We got the primary buffer panel coming right.
Everything's shiny, Captain. Not to fret.
Shiny.
You told me those entry couplings would hold for another week.
That was 6 months ago, Captain.
Ah. It's always the couplings, Mal.
Doctor.
You're not taking her.
No. No, this is not a thing I'm interested in talking
She
over.
is not going with you, and that's final.
I hear the words "that's final" come out your mouth ever again. They truly will be.
Okay.
This boat is my home. You all are guests on it.
Guests? Now I earned my passage, Captain.
And it's time your little sister learned from your fine example.
They're using River for this mission.
Knife wounds, laser burns.
Some of our jobs are more interesting than others.
And you want to put my sister in the middle of that?
Come a day, there won't be room for naughty men like us to slip about at all. This job goes south, there well may not be another. So here's us, on the raggedy edge.
Okay. Yeah, very impressed with the set. It's all continuous and whatnot. I mean, I have to imagine that was the case in the series, was maybe it was just the camera work that they didn't have the budget for. So yeah, like I said, is he just using River to tell the future? But what else is she? I don't mean that in a mean way, but like...
Going for a ride.
I can see how someone who just discovered this movie without knowing the series would already be enjoying it, which is like really great, really impressive.
Understand your part in all this?
No guns, no touchy guns.
Do you?
This is what I do, darling. If anything happens to her, anything at all, I swear to you, I will get very choked up. There could be tears.
There's that Firefly humor, that Mal humor. Can't wait to get some more Wash humor.
I know he'll look out for her.
So are we gonna see any of these two,
Shiny. Let's be bad guys.
Hands and knees and heads bowed down. Everybody down.
All right. Just some pretty traditional robbery here, and ow. Ow. Ow! So River's gonna psychically get the code from someone, I have to imagine. Hey! It's what's-his-face from Always Sunny. Dennis. Yeah.
You know what the definition of a hero is? Someone who gets other people killed.
So maybe that is what River's here for, just like to make sure nothing like that happens. No one
We can retire and give up this life of crime.
tries to be a hero.
It sounds somewhat like gun blast.
Or
They
Peter.
don't run tell no man.
You all right?
Look at Jane kind of actually caring for River a little bit. That did look like a Reaver, huh? Okay. Oh, man. We're gonna get a closer look at these guys. I know we got a closer look in Bushback, but...
Reavers! Girls pitching a fit, they're here. They're coming soon.
Is he gonna be... Oh, my God. Is Dennis gonna become a character here? I guess not. Yeah. Okay, mercy killing. Well, I'm kind of glad Dennis is not going to be a character. It's down a tad. Yeah. Blowing you out of the air is not their way, Jane. That name stokes fear in anyone when they hear it.
Keep moving, honey. We're coming to you.
All right. Serenity coming over the hill like, fuck yeah. Watch out. Get through his leg. Oh my God. Oh no. Oh, right through his calf.
You shoot me if they take me!
And Mal will oblige that completely. Gotta shoot the rope. Shit. All right.
Talk this through.
Not gonna be out of the woods yet. Yeah. Okay. All right. Swing around. Head on. Game of chicken. Woo! All right. Okay. Oh. Ooh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh God. Okay. I thought someone was gonna get injured. There you go, Simon.
Clean getaway. Set course for
Semi-clean.
First thing, I want this body.
Simon!
Wow. Never thought I'd see that.
I'm a hairspread from riddling you with holes, Doctor.
One simple job. She'll be fine.
She is fine! Except for being still crazy, she's a picture of health.
One for River, we'd probably be left there. She felt them coming.
Uh-huh.
Never again. Do you understand me?
Seems I remember a talk about you giving orders on my boat.
Well, we're off your boat. Just as soon as River gets her share of the bounty.
Let's not do anything hasty.
No, Shiny. We'll be on Beaumont 10 hours' time. You can pick up your earnings and be on your merry.
Wow.
Meantime, you do your job.
I do not get it. How's the guy get so wrong? Cutting on his own face. Raping and murdering. Eating people alive? Where's that get fun?
I don't know. Can get awful lonely in the black. Captain will drive us all off one by one. Just like Simon and River.
River's overhearing this, of course.
Like Anara.
Anara, yeah, where's she been? I mean, she left, of course. Yeah, I guess they're sticking with that narrative beat. Ooh, this looks like a fun planet. Whoa, this really reminds me of Blade Runner. This vibe, yeah. This, you know, Asian vibe.
You look the captain in the eye. You know who you're dealing with.
Kill you.
Come on.
It isn't safe.
I mean, but this is safer?
I fear it isn't safe anymore.
So they never did anything.
You knew he was gonna leave. You've never been but a way station to those two, and how do you know what he feels? Oh, he's got River to worry on, but he's still gonna show you. If I truly wanted someone bad enough, wouldn't be a thing in the verse could stop me from going to her.
Tell that to Honora.
Yep. Saw that coming.
Fanti, Mingo.
He's Mingo.
Okay.
He's Fanti. You're Mingo.
Huh.
How's it your ways now?
Fanti's prettier. Feel to do some business?
Okay. These
Is there a
guys
problem we don't know of?
definitely talk like Badger
Sweet
talked.
taste kissing your foot. How's about you take your 25%? We can talk about the next job.
Well, our end is 40, precious.
Well, muscular buttocks says 40.
It is. As of now.
River gonna show her worth again, psychic wise here with this deal for Mel. Really weird commercial there. Are we gonna? Is this really happening? I guess so. What the hell? All right, River, wow. Mel's like, what the fuck? Oh. Damn, River, damn. What is... I don't know what her deal is, but I'm liking the choreography a lot.
I really don't.
So, is she helping them some way, or is she just ruining the deal for them? Who is Miranda? Oh, it's Jane, come on. Okay, I mean, you guys have history of him trying to sell you out. I guess I get it. But it doesn't seem to be why you hit him. So, did she realize that they were getting ripped off? And she's like, here, let me fight 20 guys so you can make off with something. Oh, never mind. Oh, well, glad Mal grabbed her. Alright, handcuff her. You can't handcuff her to, like, a bed?
What in the hell happened back there?
Start with the part where Jane gets knocked out by a 90-pound girl, because I don't think that's ever getting old.
Do we know if anyone was killed?
It's likely. I know she meant to kill me for the doc put her out. Which, how exactly does that work anyhow?
The people who helped me break River out had intel that River and the other subjects are being embedded with behavioral conditioning. They taught me a safe word.
In case something happened, you feel to elaborate on what that something might be?
And they never said.
And you never did ask.
8 months! Glad Simon's fighting back.
Knowing full well she could go monkey shit at the wrong word, and you never said
I brought her out here so they couldn't get to her. I don't even know what they...
My shit! My crew! You're a goddamn time bomb living with us.
In earnest, Mel, why'd you bring her back on?
Yeah, Mel, why? Could have left her there. That's true. Does he see more use for her? With her karate skills?
I think we need to talk to Mr. Universe.
Mr. Universe.
Oh, this is good.
I kind of recognize him too.
You guys always bring me the very best violence. You're just gonna embarrass yourself.
I don't know if I like this guy.
To my love bot. It was a very beautiful ceremony.
Can you go back, see if anybody spoke with her before she acted up? Made any kind of contact with her?
She saw the commercial. Miranda. It said Miranda.
Oh, Mal, you're very smart. Someone is talking to her.
The Odie bar? Subliminal.
Uh-huh.
It's a subliminal message Broadway to trigger her.
I've been seeing this code pop up all over the last few weeks.
Okay.
It's Alliance, and it's high military.
They're showing flashes of Reavers too, which is really unnerving.
They're afraid of me. Show me off like a dog. Old men covered in blood, never touched them, but they're drowning in it.
Miranda.
Am I talking to Miranda now? No.
It's like, no, idiot.
Not right. I think when they triggered you You somehow brought this up. This memory.
It isn't mine. The memory, it isn't mine. And I shouldn't have to carry it. It isn't mine. Don't make me sleep again.
I won't. I won't.
Eat to sleep sometime. Aww.
Falling in the brain pan. Squish.
Don't say that. Not ever.
Things are gonna get much, much worse.
No, don't say that either. Anara! Oh, and this guy. Okay, Serenity's dropping down into a cavern of sorts, and is that Book? Wow, he looks different. Ron Glass. All right. Everyone's back, at least in some capacity. I know Anara's not with them, but don't tell me this is where Janestown took place.
Thanks for taking us in again, Shepard.
Okay, it's just where the Shepherd is.
Got a plan?
Hiding in a plan?
It'll do you for a spell. The folks here will be glad of the extra coin.
But the Alliance will be coming. They're after this girl with a powerful will. Look to hear the trump of their boots any moment.
You won't. Much as they want her hid. That means closed file. Means an operative. Which is trouble you've not known.
That's who that other actor is.
I had to know.
The one with the sword.
Hell, I had every reason in the verse to leave her laying whole anchor.
You did. Why didn't you?
It's not your way, Mal.
There's more to it than that.
I have a way.
You do.
That better than a plan?
Only one thing's gonna walk you through this, Mal. Belief.
You know I always look to you for counsel, but sermons make me sleepy, Shepard.
It's cool their relationship has kind of evolved in this way.
That's a long wait for a train don't come.
When I talk about belief, why do you always assume I'm talking about God?
Yeah. Bad assumption.
It's of interest to me how much you seem to know about that world.
Wasn't born a shepherd, Mal.
He wasn't. I'm interested in that too. Yeah.
No, I don't.
Huh. He's never gonna tell.
River, do as you're told.
Nap time was the
fine.
best
No.
in preschool. They look a little older than that.
Anara. So, what occasions the wave? Not that to see you ain't... Well, you look very fine.
Oh, thank you.
So, what was the,
They're what they're looking into.
I guess we're having something of a problem here with the locals, and I thought maybe...
You could use a gun hand.
I'm hoping not, but if you happen to be close at all, the crew, could take your ease here for a while, and there'd be payment.
Well, it would be, I mean, I'd like to...
You need another job?
Kaylee's been missing you something fierce.
Oh,
Yeah.
I even miss my shuttle occasionally.
It was really funny that they were all watching like a movie. Did someone throw like a piece of popcorn? Is that what I saw?
Nora, nice to see her again.
So, trap?
Trap.
You going in?
Well, maybe
Okay.
a few hours out. Yeah, but remember the part where it's a trap?
I forgot about that.
Nora's already caught it. She wouldn't set us up willing.
Yeah,
Maybe
shit.
we got a shot at seeing who's turning these wheels. We go in.
That makes a lot of
But
sense.
how can you be sure Anara don't just want to see you? Sometimes people have feelings. I'm referring here to people.
Y'all were watching, I take it?
Yes.
Did you see us fight?
No.
Trap.
That's really good. Definitely looks like a Nars style of planet. Definitivamente.
Please bring me a pony and a plastic rocket.
Mel, what are you doing here?
Well, you invited me.
Never thought for a second you'd be stupid enough to come.
Well, that makes you kind of a tease, doesn't it?
You knew my invitation wasn't on the level.
Which led me to conclude that you must be in some trouble.
I'm fine. I'm giddy.
Here he is.
What are you doing?
I'm praying for you, Mel.
She's very thoughtful.
She's
But I
doing
mean
something
it when I
else.
say I've no intent to harm you. I think you're beginning to understand how dangerous River Tam is. That girl will rain destruction down on you and your ship. I already know you will not see reason
The Alliance wanted to show me a reason they shouldn't have sent an assassin.
He's an assassin?
I'm not threatening you. I'm unarmed. Good.
Ooh! Alright. Is that... No way. I was like, that can't really be that...
I am not a moron.
Wait, just let me...
Ooh, ooh. In the face. You gotta hit him in the face. Now, Anar, now would be a great time to do something.
Nothing here is what it seems. He isn't the plucky hero. The Alliance isn't some evil empire. This is not the Grand Arena.
He loves his swords. Oh, I knew she wasn't just praying for him. Hell yeah.
Just a flash bomb. Go! Go!
Alright, yeah. Who called it? Who called it?
What have you done to my shuttle? Because he's a believer. He's intelligent,
Believer in
methodical,
what?
and devout in his belief that killing River is the right thing to do.
Dumbass logs. The only people she's a threat to is us on this boat.
I didn't start this.
No, that's right. The Alliance starts the war, and then you volunteer.
Careful, Jane.
Battle of Serenity, Mal. Besides Zoe here, how many... Hey, I'm talking at you! How many men in your platoon came out of there alive?
You are on thin ice, Jane.
You want to leave this room.
Oof, oof. That was close. That was close.
I got no answers for you, Nora. I got no rudder. Wind blows northerly, I go north. That's who I am. Now, maybe that ain't a man to lead, but they have to follow. So you want to tear me down? Do it inside your own
I'm not
mind.
trying to tear you down.
But you fog things up. You always have.
Come on, Mal.
You spin me about. Wish the
You-
story was elsewhere.
But you took the trap bait. You went to find her. A couple of quick thoughts on the movie at the halfway point at this intermission. Yeah, it looks a lot slicker. You can really tell the budget is a lot higher. It also looks grittier, and I think that's partially because of the color palette, the color tone that they choose to go with, which is great. And a lot of the characters look a little different because of that. A Book, of course, looks different with his hair and stuff. But I think the one that strikes me the most is Simon. I don't know if I can put my finger on it. Maybe it's because he also is acting the most different than how he acted during the series. And I'm not saying it's out of character. I just think his character has evolved the most. He's actually finally standing up to Mal. And also, it's, certainly because this is, I'd like to think, the first time that Mal has ever taken River on one of their missions. So that's one comment I have. And then the other one, just that last scene between Mal and Inara, that kind of annoyed me. I mean, why is Mal suddenly angry that Inara's on Serenity again? He chose to go to her even though he knew it was a trap, her message. So that was a little annoying. Let's see if we get any reconciliation there.